Hi, my name is Miliana, a female entrepreneur, passionate about inspiring other females in creating a life they love and sovereignty, while developing businesses with a positive impact. I grew up on a small farm surrounded by cows, sheep, chickens, dogs, cats, and nature. That's where I learned that a natural, sustainable way is sometimes the best way. I think it is how our modern world can heal itself from the inside out. I strive to do what makes me happy, work with people that inspire, and share some of these moments with you. Hi, so today I'm gonna show you how my grandma taught me to make homemade bread, and I actually already put in warm water and yeast in here, dry yeast. I actually forgot to film this part, so I'm just gonna mix it. It already dissolved, so this is activating the yeast. It actually got a little stuck because it's wet. It got stuck to the spoon a little bit, but it's okay. I can just leave the spoon in and just closer to show you. It's basically just water and yeast, and this is gonna dissolve as well. To show you what yeast I'm using, it's this one that is for baking. So this is the brand that I'm using, and I cannot pronounce this. It's Fletcherman, and I only took out last night just for one time, which was 1 spoon of yeast that I have in here. And now I'm going to put this through the sieve. This reminds me of my grandma. You know, she used to do like this. Like, I would see her all the time making bread, and she would make bread, I would say 3 times a week. I grew up on a homemade bread. It's probably the #1 thing that I miss about my childhood and living with my grandparents. But she literally would do this, and this is my favorite part of it. And then also when she would knead bread. Knead? I think that's it. You got it. It's just back to normal, and I'm gonna add more flour here. This is the flour I'm using to make the holy bread. I'm not sure how many loaves of bread it's gonna come out to, but I'm not counting exactly because I actually do want a lot of bread, so I can have for a longer period of time. So this bowl is mainly for bread making, so that's why I feel comfortable to add a lot of flour to it, because whatever flour is left over is just gonna stay there until next time I make bread. So now that this is actually, there's like a lot here, what my grandma would do is she would make like a little bit of a hole, not really a hole, but like a little bit of a dent. And then here is where we're gonna start adding the yeast and the water. I'm actually gonna add some salt to the yeast. I'm gonna do it now because it's easier than to do it later in the flour. Yeast is ready too. I didn't add any sugar to the yeast, and I don't like adding sugar to my bread. I just don't know why. I just feel like everything we eat, especially in the United States, everything has sugar to it. Sugar and salt, sugar and salt, sugar and salt. And a lot of times the food doesn't need any sugar. It's just we add it so we can get a specific taste to it. And I mean, diabetes is a big problem in this country, and I don't want to be having that problem. So, so now that we have this ready, and we also have the water ready and the salt, I am just gonna add this. I already mixed it up, right? And I'm gonna add it to here, the center. And I can add some water in. Rinse this off because there's still a lot of yeast left on the glass. And add it in. And now I'm gonna just start eating, right? I'm gonna start making the bread. So this is the way I do it, just from the sides. You grab flour until it becomes a thick mass. So far it's just very liquidy, right? But don't worry, in the moment it's gonna be a completely different experience. And I like it to keep it all in this little circle, so I don't like when it goes all around. In fact, I saw my grandma do that. She was so like perfect the way she was making it. Like everything got kept in this area, so there was never pieces of like water or yeast or anything on the side. It like looked like this. I hope you guys can see this. Okay, I'm adding water. Oops. So this is how it looks on the bottom of it. Right, as I knit, but these things get pulled in. As I pull it in with my hand, like that. And I actually want to add more water. I know I'm making a lot of bread today. And I'm putting it on my hand so it doesn't splash all over like it did earlier. Okay, more. So So I'm making a lot of bread. I have achieved the goal, my movement goal for the day. So bread making also helps you achieve your movement goal, okay? I'm not sure if I want to add a touch more water. I think I want to add just a little bit more. Okay, that's it. This is last one of addition, just a touch more. And now it's going to be a lot of kneading. Okay, now it's getting thick, which is good. We want it to be thick. But now I also want to get the bottom part in. That gets a little twisted on the bottom. Just so there's no flour left that is not beaten. Do you see guys how this looks like, right? But don't worry about it. You're all gonna be just fine. And I'm already seeing a little trouble over here. That's how it gets stuck to what I can do. So you can take some extra flour from over here and add it in that area to that side. Or I can also flip this around. So this is where my hand mainly touches. Okay, it's getting pretty close to the thickness that I like it to be. When it's starting to kind of like this on peel from the hands, that it already tells me that it's getting to the thickness that I want it. Getting a little tired. just another. Whew, I'm tired. I'm wondering how many loaves of bread do I have here? I'm not sure, to be honest. So now what I wanted to do is just make it look all really round and pretty all around. So I'm gonna just take this final moment to just clean up, right? Okay, look at that. Pretty good. Pretty good. I think I'm gonna leave it here. This is it. I'm gonna cover it up. Like this. Okay. Wow, look at this. This grew so big. I want some flour here. I also want it on my hands. Okay. Now I'm actually just gonna grab maybe this much of it. And I'm gonna knead it a little bit more. And I'm gonna actually let them grow again. Rise, that is. It's called rise. So that's gonna be 1 loaf of bread. Trying to get excess. It's gonna be like 3 loaves of bread. So I don't want a lot of flour here, but I just don't want it to like get stuck to my hands. I still want it pretty and Okay, now I like it. So I get it to a place where I actually like it. And I think I got there something with a little more flour. I don't want it to be too floury. So I'm gonna share a very, very important trick with you. I preheated the oven at 550, but I'm actually gonna lower it a little bit. I'm gonna lower it to 400. Okay, approximately 400. But I also put in the pans. I preheated them, and because they're preheated, I am not gonna add any oil or any flour or anything, and the bread won't stick to it because it's hot. So now I'm gonna pick it up. Let's do this one. For that one, hot. And I'm gonna put it. Ooh, that sizzle. I hope you can hear it. I don't think so. It's preparing. Look, it's risen. Ha ha ha. So, it is really hot, but what did I say? It won't stick, so it didn't stick. You see? I'm gonna put this bread over there. Ah. Hot. Hot, 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 hot. Only the things that are over our heads can lift us up. And now let's see how well the whole wheat bread tastes. I've obviously made this before, so I know approximately how it is gonna be. Let's see. It's fine. Let me show you. It came out really nice. That's it for now. Please subscribe to my channel and hit on the notifications so you can get notifications when I post new videos. Thank you very much for spending this time with me.